Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. I wanted to talk about a few things in this video. To begin with, I do want to talk about the Halloween event, when it's expected to show up, what to sort of expect in general. Just because it's the Halloween event and the time in the year is quite set, it's fair to assume when the event is going to land. But I also wanted to pick up some other things, such as the fact that we'll be getting a Zarya skin sometime in the future. We'll go over how and why, but also these new jerseys for the World Cup, and man, I have my opinions about them. I wanted to start with talking about the release date of the next event. It's Halloween. It's fairly easy to assume when it's going to be because Halloween is always the same day every single year. Events like Archives, the Summer Games have a bit more leeway for Blizzard to move, especially the Summer Games where they did move it by a couple of weeks. Because it's not directly connected to anything, it makes it very difficult to guess when the event is going to start beforehand, but Halloween is always Halloween, so we have two dates that we can really nail it down to. It will either be Tuesday the 8th of October or Thursday the 10th. All of the previous Halloween events have come out on a Tuesday, but of course, as the calendar starts to shift and move, it now means that Halloween is going to be on a Thursday this year, meaning that if the event started on Thursday the 8th, the event would be out for 3.5 weeks. What this means is if the event does start on the 8th of October, it means that this would be the longest event that Blizzard have ever put on and had it active for. In other events, they have released them on a Thursday instead of a Tuesday. But like I said, we haven't seen a Halloween event start on a Thursday just yet. It would make sense though, because it would mean that the event would be active for 3 weeks and 1 day, as opposed to 3 weeks and 5 days or whatever it would be. Much like a lot of marketing with Halloween, there's a lot of hype up until the day, and then November the 1st, Halloween related stuff just dies off completely. So this event won't be going through to November the 3rd or 4th, not to mention that's when Blizzcon will be. So Blizzard like to sort of have this event come out relatively early, finish literally around the time of Halloween, then stop everything, move on to BlizzCon, where they'll hopefully be showing off some new stuff. It also matches up with previous dates. In 2016, it was the 11th of October that the event started, the 10th of October in 2017, the 9th of October in 2018, which would line up nicely for the 8th of October to be coming out in 2019. But like I said, it could be ramped up to the Thursday for the 10th. No doubt we'll get some teaser a week before maybe. Will we get the skin announcements like we get on Twitter usually? I would doubt it. I think Blizzard are now savvy to the fact that putting out skins early wouldn't have people log on as much to check out what's new. It kind of defeats the hype a little bit. Whilst the skins are really cool to talk about in videos by us, for example, it does sap the life out of the actual event when it goes live because we know all of the skins that's going into the game. What should we expect in the event? Honestly, very little. I don't think they're going to be changing the game mode at all. We may be expecting a map reskin for Junkertown. Miska highlighted it in his video yesterday if you didn't check it out, but this is what it looks like. Doesn't quite look up to scratch. Like, the quality doesn't look like it's there, but Blizzard do tend to leak bits and pieces from previous events anyway. But it would go with the last 4 years. The first Junkenstein's Revenge, we had a rebrand of Eichenwald, then we had Hollywood in 2017. Last year we had Chateau Gillard. When it comes to map reskins, I'd say it's quite likely at this point, but you have to bear in mind as well, in previous Halloween events, they do leak the skins in the achievements. If you remember last year, that was pretty cool to talk about. But in regards to that, who do we think will be getting new skins? I do want to shout out at this point Master Ian Gamer. He did an amazing breakdown of this on his YouTube channel. I'll link the video on screen and also in the comments and description below, where he actually had a formula and an Excel spreadsheet set up to work out how long it's been since we last saw skin for each of the 31 heroes. It really does deep dive into this topic, but of course the problem with systems like this is that Blizzard don't tend to follow the basis of how long has it been since this hero last got a legendary skin, let's get one for them as soon as possible. Not to mention that you have heroes already getting skins from previous Halloween events. Anna is on Ian's list of a hero that's very likely to be getting a skin in the Halloween Terror event, but of course, as we know, Anna already got a skin from Halloween. Not last year, but the year before. So will we see 2 Halloween skins for Anna? I'm not too sure. Another person that he pointed out, which I very much agree with and hope for, is Orisa. The last skin that she got was from the anniversary event last year, and we all know this skin, probably the best skin that they've added into the game bar none. It didn't take me long to find some concept art for Orisa for the Halloween event. This was drawn up by Ace Florins on Tumblr, and this is the skin I want to see. A Headless Horseman Orisa would be amazing. If you want to know the other likely candidates based on how long it's been since they last got a skin, do check out Ian's video. But I also did want to mention that Ashe, Baptiste and even Sigma would be quite likely to get some form of legendary skin, I feel, from this event. It's their first Halloween. Baptiste did get his own event skin a couple of months ago, and then the talent skin from Archives. Ashe got something from the anniversary event. Sigma of course hasn't got anything, but if I was to bet, I would say Sigma Ashe would be likely getting something over Baptiste. I can imagine some of the amazing skins that Sigma could get, maybe a Phantom of the Opera one. I think that'd be quite cool. Let me know your ideas and who you'd like to see a skin for. When it comes to concept ideas, I'm not the best at thinking of my own, but that's also because the community tend to have some really amazing ideas themselves, right? So the event is likely to come out either on the 8th or the 10th of October, not any earlier, not any later, between those two dates. Of course, finishing on the 1st of November. Like I said, as soon as Halloween's done with, the decorations in shops are all quickly put away for Christmas stuff. If you're a Zarya player, Christmas may be coming early. We 100% know that we're going to be getting a new legendary Zarya skin soon from the Overwatch League MVP player Sinatra. Last year, Jay Jonak was the MVP and he got his own legendary skin for Zenyatta, which came out not too long ago actually. But it seems that Blizzard are going in heavy making sure that they can do this again for Season 2. Sinatra already got the MVP for the season, and like he says in his own way, Zarya is going to be the one getting that legendary skin.
I don't know if I can say it. Okay, I think I can say that. The skin will be for Zarya.
Like I said, we don't necessarily know when this is going to drop. It could be as late as it was for Jay Jonak's Zenyatta skin, but honestly, I think Blizzard would want to make sure that this skin is ready to go up and get by the start of Season 3. They want to make sure that people are excited, spending as much money or points or tokens or whatever right at the start of the season. It seems that Blizzard want to get this done quickly, as opposed to last year where they maybe weren't sure how to go about it. But speaking of Overwatch League and just general esports stuff to do with Overwatch, we do have the jerseys now for the World Cup, which honestly for me, bear with me a second, don't look terrible. I quite like the design of the brand and then the 3 letters of the country for each. But the problem, of course, is it's only one colour. There's only one primary colour for these teams to work with, and as you're seeing on screen, 8 of the countries that are playing in this World Cup have basically got the same jerseys, and the only way to distinguish them is between the sponsors, which majority of them have the same ones, and the 3 letters for the country on the front. Names aren't available on the back either, and I think that this is just a crying shame. I think it really does show that Blizzard don't really care too much about the World Cup, and that going forward, they're more focused on the Overwatch League, which I think is frustrating because for me, the World Cup is the more exciting esport. Like, I think the Overwatch League is great, but there's nothing better than having a team of tier 2 players or relative no-names going up against America and smashing them on their home turf. I'm talking, of course, about Team UK and Team USA, but those games, Team USA versus Korea 2 years ago, UK versus Korea last year, no doubt there's going to be some absolutely amazing matches this year. It feels much more grassroots, it's much more exciting. It's like the FA Cup in England, you know what I mean? That you can't really write some of the stuff that happens in there. Them not putting as many resources into the World Cup, which shows from the jerseys, if I'm honest, is just really disappointing and sad. I have UK jerseys from the last 2 years. I'm not going to be purchasing one of these unless I'm literally given one. We'll see. They might look a lot better in person than they do on screen, but I did want to highlight Ireland's team. The Irish team have brought out their own jersey, which you can buy for €50. Male, female, any size, not to mention with your name and number on the back if you want it. But I guess most importantly, if you are interested in getting a jersey, this supports Team Ireland. All of the profits from these jerseys go towards bringing Ireland to the World Cup at Blizzcon, and are at 60% of their goal so far. Even people like Monte Cristo have shown their support. Honestly, I'm really tempted to get my own because not only is it going towards a better cause than just Blizzard's pockets at this point, but also they look amazing. They're gorgeous and I could get my name on the back. Maybe even count as ID when Brexit comes around and I can pretend to be Irish. Maybe that'll work. But all joking aside, I wish that all of the jerseys for the Overwatch World Cup were as good as these because they're beautiful. If you want to support Ireland, I would highly recommend it. Go check them out, at least find it in the description below. But we've gone over quite a few bits and pieces. We've gone over the Halloween event, which I'm quite excited for. 100% getting a Zarya skin, we just don't know what and when. And of course, the controversy surrounding the World Cup skins, but we did want to highlight the amazing Irish ones. Thanks for watching, take care, see you soon.